Have you ever questioned the nature of reality itself? What if everything you've ever known, everything you've ever perceived, was nothing more than an illusion? Philosophers, scientists, and great thinkers throughout history have wrestled with this very idea, and today we embark on a journey to explore one of the most unsettling yet fascinating philosophical concepts: the nature of reality and whether we can ever truly know what is real. Let's begin with Plato's allegory of the cave, one of the most well-known metaphors for human perception. Imagine prisoners chained in a dark cave since birth, their heads fixed so they can only see the wall in front of them. Behind them burns a fire, and between the fire and the prisoners, objects are moved, casting shadows on the cave wall. These shadows become the only reality they know. But what happens when one prisoner breaks free and steps outside? The dazzling light blinds him, yet, as his eyes adjust, he begins to see the world as it truly is. Now, imagine he returns to the cave to tell the others. They don't believe him. To them, the shadows are reality. This allegory poses an unsettling question. Are we, too, prisoners of perception? Are our senses deceiving us? This idea resonates deeply with modern thought. In fact, it mirrors the concept of simulation theory, a hypothesis that suggests our entire reality could be a sophisticated illusion, perhaps even a simulation created by an advanced civilization. But let's take this even further. René Descartes, the father of modern philosophy, famously asked, "How do I know that I am not being deceived by an evil demon who distorts my perceptions of reality?" He sought a foundation of absolute certainty. His answer? Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. In other words, while he could doubt everything around him, the mere act of doubt proved the existence of his own consciousness. This notion of skepticism about reality didn't stop with Descartes. Fast forward to the 20th century, and we find ourselves questioning reality again with Jean Baudrillard and the concept of hyperreality. He argued that in our media-driven world, we no longer experience reality itself, but rather a simulation of reality, one where symbols and images replace what is real. Social media, entertainment, even history itself is distorted, repackaged, and consumed as hyper-real narratives. So, how can we know what's truly real when everything around us is curated, filtered, and manipulated? Now, here's where things get even more intriguing. The famous thought experiment, the brain in a vat, asks, what if an advanced scientist removed your brain, placed it in a vat of nutrients, and connected it to a supercomputer? This computer could send signals to your brain, simulating an entire reality. You would never know the difference. The taste of food, the feel of a cool breeze, even your sense of self. All of it could be artificially generated. This is where philosophy meets science. Neuroscientists today acknowledge that our perception of reality is entirely constructed by the brain. The colors we see, the sounds we hear, the objects we touch, none of these exist in the way we think they do. Our brain interprets electrical signals and creates a coherent experience. But if our brain is creating reality, then what guarantees that what we perceive is the ultimate truth? So, are we truly experiencing reality, or merely our brain's best guess at it? And if we can never step outside of our own perception, can we ever truly know the nature of reality? Perhaps, rather than seeking an objective reality, we should embrace the mystery. After all, it is the questions, not the answers, that drive human curiosity forward. Whether we are prisoners in a cave, thinkers questioning our existence, or simply beings navigating a hyper-real world, one truth remains. The pursuit of understanding is what makes us human. So, what do you think? Is reality an undeniable truth, or merely an illusion crafted by our minds? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this journey into the depths of philosophy, Don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-bending explorations.